This conference will now be recorded.
So good evening. Today we will be starting with functions. In Home tab, already we have come across this auto sum functions: sum, average, count, maximum, minimum, product. Okay. So again, we will discuss about it in today's class. You have auto sum functions, that is sum, average, maximum, minimum, count, product. Okay, so sum, it's going to give you the total value of the selected range of cells. So average also same thing. You have the meaning, you have the syntax. Okay, always formula should commence with an equal sign. Then your function name is sum. Then within your bracket, you can mention the cell reference. Similarly, even for average, maximum means who has scored the highest value. On the basis of total, I can check who is getting the maximum highest value. Minimum, who is getting the minimum value. I want to know how many records are there. I can make use of count option, count function. Then product, if you want to multiply the values, then you can go for this product function. Okay. Now we'll see with an example. Now here I have a database. You have ID, name, city, country, and sales. If I want to get this total sales, what I'll do, I can either press select this range, blank cell below. You can click on this auto sum function. If you go to that cell, it will show you the formula. So always formula should commence with an equal sign. Function name is sum and your range of value commences from B2 to B5, B6, B2 to B6. So this is one method. If not, equals sum, open the bracket, mention the cell reference. So you can either type it by yourself, P2 to P6. Okay, enter. Okay. If not, just select this range. Automatically, it's going to show you in the status bar. The total value is 1080. How many records you have? Count, it is showing you 5. Average, it is showing you 216. Okay. So if you just select the range, automatically it will show you here. Apart from that, if you want to find the sum once again, so you can press select this range from here to here, select even the blank cell. You can just click on auto sum function. Okay. Okay. Any doubts? Okay. If not, I'll take one more example. I have name, subject 1, subject 2, total, maximum, minimum, count. I have some names. Subject 1, so if I want to find the sum, either you can select both the cells, including the total cell, click on auto sum. So if you click on this, it is going to show you the total value. Either you can drag it, formula is copied to rest of the cells. If you go to the second cell, here the cell reference will change. It will show you total is from L13 to M13. Here L14 to M15. Here L15 to M15. Okay. If not, you can type it by yourself, equals sum, open the bracket, select these two cells. You want to get the total of these two cells, that is L column 12th row, M column 12th row. So you are mentioning the range L12 to M12. Enter. Go to that cell, just double click. You need not drag also. So this is your fill hand. If you just double click, formula is copied. If you go to individual cell, cell reference will vary. Similarly, if I want to find the average, equals, you have a function average, open the bracket, again same cell reference, that is from L12 to M12. Close the bracket, enter. Now again, either you can drag it or just double click. In case if you want to have decimal places, you can increase or decrease decimal. Next, you are finding the maximum value based on your total. Equals, function name is max, open the bracket, your total value starts from N12 to N16. So, maximum value from N12 to N16. Enter. It's going to give you highest value. You should not drag it below. Okay. You are finding only the highest value based on the total. Okay. Similarly, minimum value equals minimum, open the bracket. You are finding minimum value based on your total. Just select the range. Close the bracket, enter. So here in this total column, highest value is 180, minimum value is 105. Now if I want to know the count of records I have, equals, we can use the function count, open the bracket, just select the range, either total or subject to, anything you can select. I'll select total itself. Total range only I'll select, that is N12 to N16. Now see, it's going to give you the count. Okay. See, if I just select this values, only values, it is showing you here. Sum is, if you want to find the sum, this is row wise you have found the sum. If you want to find column wise, equals sum, open the bracket, select this range. Okay, this is column wise. This is row wise. Row wise total. This is column wise. That is the sum of the above values. So if you add these values, you will get this total. Okay. If you don't want, you can just delete it. So if you add these two values, you're arriving at this total to find the average on the basis of two subjects. Maximum minimum count on the basis of total range you're selecting. On the basis of total, who is getting the highest value, who is getting lowest value, and how many records are there, that count you will be getting it here. So if you want to find the product, I want to find the product, you have quantity and price here. Okay, you have ID, product, quantity, price per unit, and total sales. If I want to know the total sales, formula will commence with an equal sign. Product is my function. So your range, you're multiplying quantity with the price. So select the range U2 to V2. Close the bracket, enter. You'll get 25. Just using full hand you can drag it or just double click on this cell. Okay, you'll get the values. So later, if you want, you can change the background. Every time I'll not be telling you. You are aware of this. You can select whichever background color you wanted, whichever text color you wanted. You can make changes here. If you want to include border, you can apply the border. So all these formattings, if you want the content to be in the center, select center. If you want entire information to be in the center, select it. So middle alignment, center alignment, both you can select. Okay. Any changes you have made, you can save the changes. So using auto sum function, how you can find the sum, average, maximum, minimum, count. You can change the background, foreground color. Yes. Okay. Any changes? If you want to have a heading, you can mention the heading here. Marks report or marks details, anything you can mention. Select the range up to this column. You have these many columns: name, subject 1, subject 2, total, average, maximum, minimum, and count. You should type the heading in this cell, that is K10 cell. You want this heading to be centered up to our column. Select up to this column, merge and center. If you want the same formatting to be applied, select the cell, go to Format Painter and select that cell. Again, you can select this merchant center. The heading is centered. Any doubts you have in this auto sum function? Okay. So auto sum functions, you have sum, average, maximum, minimum, count, and product. You have the meaning, you have the syntax, and when you are applying to your database, you should mention the cell reference. Okay, so I have told you the example how to find the total sales. Okay, that is quantity multiplied by the price per unit, and I've told you here you have marks for two subjects, how you can find this total, average, maximum, minimum, and count. Next, we will move on to text function. See, you can go to formula. Under formula, I have told you about author sum function. These functions are available even in your home tab. In home tab, you have this auto sum function. It is again present under formula tab. Under formula tab also you have auto sum function. Now next we will move on to text functions. So under text function you have upper function. So upper function, it will convert your text to capital letters. So the argument is upper, open the bracket, text. Always text should be enclosed within double quotes. Then you have one more function, lower. You want your text to lowercase. Text always when you're typing should be enclosed within double quotes. Now here I have this database. Either you can type it. I'll show you in two methods. Equals, upper is my function. It will show you the meaning here. Meaning, open the bracket. It has got the syntax. Syntax is for upper function. What is the argument you have? You have text. Always text should be typed within double quotes. So I'll type the text. So text can be typed in uppercase or in lowercase. So I'll type when I'm typing, I have typed some character in small letters, some characters in uppercase. Some characters are in uppercase, some characters are in lowercase. Now if I press enter, it's going to convert the text into uppercase. Okay, so my text is converted to uppercase. This is one method. Equals upper, open the bracket, within double quotes. You can type your text within double quotes. Text can be in lowercase if you want the output to be displayed in uppercase, or the text can be typed half in lowercase and half in uppercase. Output it's going to show you in uppercase, in capital letters. This is one method. One more method is I will type the text here. Okay. In the next cell, equals, upper is my function. I'll mention the cell reference. My cell reference is I am in Q column and ninth row. I am in Q column. I am in 10th row. Q column 10th row. But where is my content available? It is in Q column 9th row. Q column 9th row, I have some text. Okay, instead of me typing the text, I have already typed the text in Q9 cell. In that cell, whatever text is present, that should be capitalized in this cell. Okay, In the cell, how you have typed, it remains same. In the next cell, I want the output to be displayed in uppercase. Another method is, here I have this name. I want this name to be displayed in this column. What I'll do, equals upper, open the bracket. I'll mention the cell, close the bracket. Now see, my text is displayed in capital letter. Just double click, the entire column is displayed in uppercase. Any doubts in this? Any doubts? Okay. So if you want your text to be converted to uppercase, you can use upper function. Now I want to convert my text to lowercase. So equals lower, open the bracket. You can type your name. So in this text, I have typed the text in capital letter, lowercase. Now, if I press enter, the entire text will be converted to lowercase. When I am typing the text, I have typed the text in capital as well as lowercase. But the output should be displayed for me in small letters only. Okay. If not, you have here text in uppercase. I want this text to be converted to lowercase. Equals lower, mention the cell reference. My name is available in T2 cell. T2. When you are mentioning the cell reference, no double quotes. When you are typing the text by yourself, enclose your text within double quotes. Now see, just double click or you can drag it so that name will be displayed in lowercase. Okay. Any doubts? Now both the methods I'll not be telling every time. Okay. Next function, I have concatenate. Concatenate. So what I am doing, equals, concatenate means you are joining several text string into one text string. Okay. So I'll go for concatenate. It will join several text string into one text string. It is showing you the meaning there. You can have n number of text. So here I have name, city and country. I'll select this range. Okay. I want it to be displayed, all the three things in one single cell. I'm selecting the range that is from Q2 to S2. Enter. It is not showing you. Why? Because you have done a mistake there. You should not select the range. You should give a comma because you want to combine it. Equals, concatenate. This is my text 1. After this, put a comma. This is my text 2. Put a comma. This is my text 3. Close the bracket. Enter. See, now it has got combined. But here I am not getting a space. Okay. If I want to get a space in between name, city and country, after this name in the formula bar, you should have given one space. Okay. Again here after city you should have given one space. Now it would have shown you like this. Okay. Instead of that, what I can do, I can type it by myself equals concatenate within double quotes. I'll type NICT, comma, computer. This is my second word or second text. So it has combined, but there is no space. If you want to have a space between each and every word, before closing the quotes, you should have given a space. Again, before closing this computer, give a space. Now, if you press enter, see, you will get space between each and every word. Okay. Concatenation means you are joining the text. Okay, and you are displaying it in one single cell. Suppose if you have first name, middle name, last name, you can combine it and display it in one single cell. See, I have first name equals concatenate. I want to combine this. This is my first text. I am selecting the cell reference, comma. This is my second cell, which is containing the middle name. Again, this is the third cell, which is containing the last name. Enter. Now it has combined. It is showing you like this. If you want to have a space, after first name, you should have given one space. After middle name, if you would have given a space, then you will get in the output space between first name, middle name and last name. Any doubts in this? No doubts? Next you have len function. I want to know the length of the text is equal to len, open the bracket, I'll type NICT, computer education. Okay, so it takes even space into consideration. NICT is 4, space is 5, then again computer 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 23. 23 characters are there. 23 is the length of NICT computer education, which includes even space. Okay. So it will show you the formula in your formula bar because you have typed the text within double quotes and you have used the function len, which will return the length of the text. Next you have mid function. So length will return the length of the characters present in your string. Next you have mid function. You have a text. From that, if you want to extract few characters, so I'll type equals mid, open the bracket. I'm typing the text. It has got 3 argument. Mid has got 3 argument. One is text, starting number, number of characters. Text is, I'll type Bombay. starting number is, I want to extract only MBA. If I want to extract only MBA, text is Bombay. Starting position is from MBA. I want to extract only these three characters. Starting position is 3. B is 1, O is 2, M is 3. From the third position, 3 characters. Okay. So starting number is 3. From the third character, you want to extract, put a comma, 3 characters. Now output will be MBA. Okay. So equals mid is my function. Text is Bombay. Starting position is 3. I want to extract only MBA. So my starting position is the third character. From third character, 3 characters you want to extract. So this is text. This is starting position, number of characters. Output will be MBA. Next you have replace function. So replace a part of the text string with another text string. Okay. So you have syntax here, rule, how your text should be replaced. So function name is replace. You have old text, starting number, how many characters you want to replace, and in place of that old text, which is the new text that need to be replaced. So always formula should commence with an equal sign. Replace old text. Old text, I'll type NIIT. Okay. So instead of NIIT, I want to replace that with NICT. Old text is NIIT. Start number. I want to replace one character with C. That is character I want to replace. So starting number is 3. From the third character, only one character I want to replace. Number of characters is 1. So in place of uh, this is my old text, starting number of characters you want to replace is 1. New text is I want to replace with C. Now if I press enter, see, it has been replaced with NICT. So replace NIIT. So in place of the third character I want to replace with C. So starting number is 3. From the third position, I want to replace one character. So that is in place of I, it should get replaced with C. If not, I can type it like this also. Replace. Old text is soon. Starting number is 1. Number of characters you want to replace with 1. That new character should be within double quotes, that is M. Instead of soon, it will get replaced with moon. Any doubts? No doubts? Next, you have substitute. Substitute a specific part of the text string with another text string. Okay. So syntax is substitute text, old text and new text. So substitute is my function. Old text. Text is So my text is bin, old text is B. In place of B, new text I want to replace with R. So instead of bin, it will become rin is equal to substitute. This is my text. This is my old text. New text. I want to replace the alphabet instead of B with R. Next, you have trim function. Trim removes extra spaces from a text string, except for a single space between words. Okay, if you have any space on your left hand side or in the middle or in the right hand side, it will remove the unnecessary space between two words. If you have given more space, it will remove that and only one space is considered. Syntax for a trim function is trim, and you have one argument, that is text. So always formula should commence with an equal sign. Trim, open the bracket, within double quotes. I'm giving one space here. One, two, three. Three space I've given. I'll type hello. One, two, three. World. Again one, two, three. So I've given space on your left, on the left hand side, right hand side, as well as in the middle. Now if I press enter, so spaces is being removed, but I'll not know exactly what has happened. It has removed, I'll know. Okay. But still, if you want to get clarity, what I can do, I can use combination of two functions. You have length function, which will give you the length, as well as you can use trim function along with this. So I'll go with length, open the bracket, trim. Now I'll type after quotes one, two, three. Three spaces I have given. Then I've typed hello. Again one, two, three. Three spaces I've given. I've typed world. Again one, two, three. Three spaces I've given. Then you're closing the bracket. So in this case, first what it will do, it will remove the space. Three spaces has been removed on the left hand side, three spaces on your right hand side. Middle also I have given three spaces. It will take only one space. Now your length of your string will be hello, that is 5, world is 5, and one space is considered. Okay, because first only you are using trim function, first only it will remove the space and then it's going to give the length in this case. Okay, so if I press enter, it's going to give you the length as 11. Okay, again if I want to know the length before trimming, then I'll use len, open the bracket, I'll type, I'll give space 1, 2, 3, hello, again 1, 2, 3, world, again 1, 2, 3. I've given three spaces on your left hand side, right hand side, as well as in the middle. Now if I press enter, total length of the string is 19. Okay, but if you remove space using trim, you are going to get the length as 11. Any doubts? Next function I have left. Always formula should commence with an equal sign. Left, left function, it's going to extract the leftmost characters from the string. Okay, so it has got two arguments. One is text and number of characters you wanted to extract from your string on your left hand side. So left, open the bracket, within double quotes, I'll type NICT, computer, education. This is my text. On the left hand side, how many characters you want to extract? I want to extract 6 characters. NICT is 4,
माँ रख
space
क्यों
is 5, C is 6. Okay, like this. If you want
फिर
to
इसी टाइप
extract
रख
only
मेरे
4
को
characters, you can change here to 4. Then output will be only NICT. It will take even space into consideration. If you mention it as 6 or 7 characters, how much ever you wanted. If I type 6, it will take even
लिया दो रस्सी को
space
लेके
into
जा दो
consideration. Same way, equals right. Right is my function. Open the bracket. Text is NICT, computer, education. This is my text.
याल्ला
Number of characters you want to extract from your right hand side is 9. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So education will be extracted from the right hand side when you mention it as 9. Okay. So any doubts in this text function? Now I've completed with AutoSum function as well as text function. Any doubts? Okay. 2 minutes. Just try it out. I'll just get back. So this is about your text function. I've told you about upper function, lower function, concatenate. Then I've told you about length, mid, replace, substitute, trim, left and right function. So I've shown you either you can type it in the cell. Text can be already present in your cell and then you can mention the cell reference for the function. If not, if you are typing the text by yourself, text should be always enclosed within double quotes. Both the methods I've told you. Any doubts? Please answer. Have you understood or not?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Next, I'll go on to mathematical function. So under mathematical function, first one is I have ABS. It's going to return the absolute value of a number. I have 5,000 is my salary or 50,000 is my salary. So I have 5,000. Assume that this is the salary and this is my commission. If the salary is, if the commission is more than the salary, so equals, if I say salary minus commission, it's going to show you negative value. If you don't want to see this negative value, if you want to display this in positive value, I can make use of this absolute function. Absolute function has got one argument, that is number. Equals ABS, open the bracket. You can mention the cell reference. I have salary in K3 cell minus L column, third row. Now it's going to show you the value without its sign. If you don't want the value to be displayed in negative, if you want to display that value in positive, then you can make use of this absolute function. It returns the value without its sign. Next function I have mod. Mod function, it returns the remainder of number is divided by another. So mod function has got two arguments. One is number, one is the divisor. Equals mod, it returns the remainder of a number divided by a divisor. If you open the bracket, it has got two argument mod function. One is number and one is divisor. So you are dividing the number with 2. So the remainder is 2 twos are 4, remainder is 1. So you can see that formula in the formula bar here. Next function you have power. Power function, it returns the number raised to a power. Syntax is power. It has got two argument. One is number and one is power. So power, open the bracket. 5 is the number. Power is 3. So 5 raised to the power 3. It is 5 into 5, 25. 25 into 5, 125. 125 is the output which I have to get it. Okay. So if you be in that cell, formula is displayed in your formula bar. Next, you have product. Product already I have told you. Here again, you have under math function also, under auto sum function also you have product equals product. Either you can mention the cell reference. If not, you can pass n number of values as your argument. So product, open the bracket, you can have n number as your argument. First number is 5. Again one more number is 5. Again one more number also I'll give it as 5. So close the bracket. 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. So totally 3 arguments I have given. 15 divided by 3, you will get the product, product. You are multiplying 5 into 5, again 5 into 5, or you can pass different values. I thought, mm. So product 5 fours are 20, 20 into 3, it will show you the output as 60. Okay. Next function you have round. So round function, it's going to round a number to a specified number of digits equals round is the function. So it has got two arguments. One is number and number of digits. So you're typing the number with some decimal. Okay. Then you're putting a comma. You wanted to round it for how many decimal places? So I want to round it for 2 decimal place. When you're rounding for 2 decimal place, so now it is 8787.568. Okay. Or you can change. Okay. Always when you're rounding, here it should be 5 and above when you're rounding the value. If it is below 5, then it retains the same value. Now close the bracket. Output will be 8756.57. Suppose if I change the value here to 3. It is rounding because this third value is above 5. So if I make it as 3 here also, it retains the same value. So undo, I can bring it back. When you are rounding the value, if you are rounding for second decimal place, the third decimal place value should be 5 and above if it has to get rounded. If it is below that, it retains the same value. Now suppose if I want to round it for my whole number, instead of decimal place, I want to round it for whole number. Then what you have to do is, you have to mention here negative value. If I give -1, now here you have 8756. If I give -1, instead of 56, it will get rounded to 8760. Okay, it has rounded for the whole number. If I give -2, 8756, it will become 8800. So if I give -3, it will get rounded to 9,000. 8,756 will become 9,000. Okay. So if you give negative value, going to round it for whole number. If you give positive value, it will get rounded to your decimal places. Next, I have function that is sine is equal to sine. Sine is going to return a number. If you have entered positive value, it will return the sign as 1. If you have entered a negative value, it will return -1. If the entered value is 0, it will return 0. So the syntax for sine function is sine, open the bracket, it has got one argument, that is number. So I'll open the bracket. I'm entering a positive value. It's going to return the sign as 1. If I change this to negative value, -5, it will return negative number, that is -1. If I pass the argument as 0, it will return 0. So if the value is -1, if you enter a minus value, it will return the sign as -1. If you have entered positive value, it will return 1. If you have entered the value 0, it will return 0. Any doubts you have? I'm assuming you people are aware of it. Whatever I have discussed, you are doing it parallelly. Fine. Equals square root of, you want to know the square root of entered number. Square root has got one argument, that is number. So square root of 81 is 9. Next, you have sum function is equal to sum. You can pass a number of values. Already you have come across in auto sum function. How many ever values you wanted, you can pass. So whatever values you have passed, it will give you the sum of it. Like this. Then you have sum if. Sum if function, it will add numbers in a range based on given condition. You have one more function, sum if. Sum if s adds numbers in the range based on multiple conditions. See, I have taken one example here, how to use sum function, sum if and sum if s. So sum function, it will sum the cells. Sum if function sums cell when one condition is met. Sum if s sums cell when multiple conditions are met. So I have a database, I have order ID, I have product, I have quantity. If I want to get the total of this quantity, equals sum, open the bracket. So my quantity cell reference commences from C2 to C15. Now you can close the bracket. It's going to give you the sum, that is 165. So before that, if you just select this range from here to here, you can see here only in the status bar. Sum of this value is 165. I have 14 records. Average of that. So before finding anything, automatically if the range is selected, you can come to know what will be the output for sum. It will be 165. It is showing you in the cell now. Sum of this 14 records is 165. Now I'll use sum if function equals sum if. What it will do? Add the cell specified by a given condition or criteria. Now if I open the bracket, you have the range. You have the range. Criteria is I want to get the sum of the product, that is football. I want to get the sum of only football. So equals sum if, open the bracket, ranges. First I'm selecting the product. Product is starting from B2 to B15. In this I'm giving the condition. Condition is I want to know the sum of only football product. Then I'm selecting the quantity. Quantity range commences from C2 to C15. Then close the bracket. Now enter. So I'll get the sum. See, I have football. This is one. You can hold the shift key. You can select this. Hold the control key. Hold the control key. Select one more football value. It is available in this C7 and here these two cells. So totally it is showing you the sum here in the status bar. The same total you have arrived even in this cell. Okay. So similarly, now if I want to know the sum of basketball, so is equal to sum if, open the bracket, ranges the product. My condition is it is product. Product name you have to mention. Product name is my criteria. How you have typed, you should type it in the same way. If you are typing in lowercase, if it is mismatching, it will not show you. So see to that, type it properly. So I am checking for basketball and then the sum range. Sum range is the quantity. Close the bracket, enter. Now it is showing you 50. Here you have one basketball. Hold the control key. Another one is here. Another one is here. Another one is here. Okay, using control if you select, then only select it. Now you have 4 basketball quantity, that sum if you wanted. If you select that in your status bar, it is showing you the sum 54. Same thing, you will be arriving it even in this cell. You have got the same sum value using sum if function. Sum function you cannot give any criteria. Sum if you can give only one criteria. Next you have sum if s. Now sum if s function, you can have multiple condition. Is equal to sum if s, open the bracket, sum range. Sum range is your quantity that is starting from C2 to C15. Then you have criteria range 1. Criteria range 1 is, I have taken this product. In product, what is the condition? I want to know the sum of football. Again, you have criteria range 2. Criteria range 2 is my order ID. There, criteria 2. Criteria 2 is 104. Okay. You have football. How many footballs? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4. In that order ID, which is 104, only that sum if I want to get, I have given two conditions here. So it's going to show you 14. See, which is related to only 104, only that sum if I wanted. See, if I select here, it's going to show you the sum as 14. Same thing you have arrived here in this cell also. So if you be in the cell, it's going to show you the formula. Any doubts? Is equal to sum if yes. This can be given for multiple conditions. When you go for sum if s, it's asking you for the argument. First is sum range. Sum range is my quantity. So I want to find the sum of this quantity. So range is commencing from C2 to C5. Criteria ranges, I have given it as product. Product range commences from B2 to B15. In that condition is, I have taken it as football. This is my first condition. Second condition is, I wanted on the basis of order ID. Order ID, it is starting from A2 to A15. The range is commencing from A2 to A15. In that criteria range 2 is, I wanted to get the sum of only 104 ID. In my database, I have order ID numbers repeated. I want to get the sum of football of order ID 104. So it's going to show you the sum of it. So that's about your sum fs. I've told you about product. So under math function, I've told you about ABS function, mod function, power, product, round, sine, square root, sum if s, product. Any doubts you have? Any doubts? Next, I have database function. Under database function also, you have dsum, daverage, maximum, minimum, dcount, and dproduct. Okay. So I have a So I have a database here. You have name, designation, salary. If I want to find the sum, you will be using equals sum, open the bracket. Your value starts from this O column 10th row to O column 14th row. Okay. Now if I press enter, it is showing you the sum of this above value. See, if I select this cells, automatically it is showing you 1,58,000. Same total you have come across. Now, instead of this, I can use database function equals database function. It starts with D. Sum function only sum. Database function, it commences with alphabet D. D sum. But it has got three arguments. One is database, one is field, one is criteria. My database commences from, you should not select the field, you should select only the values and the text. So it is commencing from M10 to O14. This is my database. Field, for which field you want to get the sum. Field is, that is this salary column. And my value commences from this cell to this cell. Now press enter. So equals D sum, open the bracket. Database, you should select even the field. Select the database. Field is salary. Salary value commences from this range to this range. Enter. Then also you will get the same total value. Now we can give some condition here using dsum. Using sum function, I cannot give condition. So I'll type name here. Name starting with J. Only that's some value if I want to get. I'll type salary here. Heading is name, e-name, that is employee name, whose name commences with only J. Only his total salary I want to get. Equals dsum, open the bracket. Database, it is commencing from this range to this range. Field, I want to get this salary total value. So field is present in this cell. Okay, in the database, this is my field. My condition is present in this cell. I have given that separately. That is Q9 and Q10. Now it's going to show you only salary of name commencing with alphabet J. If you select these two cells, it is showing you here 65,000. Same total you have got it here. Similarly, I'll type the heading as job. I want to get the total salary of analyst. I want to get the salary. My condition is job. In my database, analyst is repeated several times. I want to get the total salary of only analyst. Equals dsum, open the bracket. Database, it starts along with your heading from this range to this range. Field is, you want to get the total salary. So select the field, only the heading. So that is O9 cell. And my value, my criteria is where the designation is analyst, only his total salary I wanted. Enter. See, only analyst. Select this cell, press the control key, select the cell. So it's going to show you 64,000. Same total you have come here. Same total has arrived in this cell. Okay. Same total you have got it in this cell. Next again, I'll type salary as my field. My condition is where the salary is above 30,000. Above 30 means it will not take 30,000 into consideration. If you give greater than equals to, then it will take even 30,000 into consideration. Now only above 30,000 it's going to give you the total value. I'll type salary here equals D sum, open the bracket. My database starts from M column 9th row to O column 14th row. I want to get the total salary. So my field is present in this cell. My condition is present in these two cells. Whoever is getting salary above 30, one who is getting 30,000 also is not considered. If you have given greater than and equal to sign, then it would have taken even 30,000 into consideration. Now, this will be ignored. This is 1 and this is 1. Total is 84. You are getting 84. So, if I type I'll take salary below 30,000. Whoever is getting salary below 30,000, I'll give less than equal to. Less than equal to means it will take even 30,000 into consideration. So equals D sum, open the bracket. My database is from here to here, comma, field is salary and my condition is these two cells. See? Below 30,000, these two cells and this cell. 74,000 is my total. Same 74,000, you have got the total here. So today I've told you about auto sum function. I've told you about text function. I've told about mathematical function and database function. So please practice all these things. We'll end up the session today. We'll continue in the next class. Thank you.